Researchers at McMaster University have found a fungus in soil they think could help.
Minnesota, known for its breathtaking landscapes and rich history, has just revealed a shocking discovery that left scientists stunned. With over 10,000 lakes, dense forests, and ancient rock formations, this state holds secrets waiting to be uncovered. Join us as we explore a mystery that changes everything: ancient geology and volcanic wonders. Scientists are finding evidence that the volcanic rocks of the North Shore may have been much more than passive observers of Earth's early history as they continue to remove the layers of these formations. According to recent research, these rocks may provide information on some of the most basic processes that sculpted the planet's surface and capacity for life. For example, the minerals found in abundance in the rocks of Lake Superior include andesites and basalts, which were both created by lava flows during the area's volcanic eruptions. These minerals are not only widespread, they are essential to comprehending the potential effects of volcanic gases on the atmosphere of early Earth. Massive volcanic eruptions would have caused significant climate change in the past by releasing vast amounts of sulfur dioxide and carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Scientists can reconstruct the possible composition of Earth's early atmosphere by examining these rocks. More precisely, they can determine how volcanic activity would have affected ocean acidity, global temperatures, and even the advent of life. The existence of greenstone belts, which preserve old volcanic rock strata that are billions of years old and act as a geological time capsule, is particularly intriguing. In addition to being essential for comprehending volcanic activity, these greenstones are also critical for comprehending early marine ecosystems. Long before complex animals emerged, some of these rocks were produced in ancient waters that may have been teeming with primordial life forms. Could the remains of the earliest ecosystems on Earth be found in these rocks? These greenstones may even contain remnants of ancient stromatolites, microbial colonies thought to be among the earliest life forms to appear on Earth, according to some experts. The potential contribution of the rocks of the North Shore to the discovery of early tectonic activity evidence is even more fascinating. The geology of the North Shore provides a unique window into the processes that produce the continents, since it is a member of the Mid-Continent Rift System, a failed rift that crosses portions of North America. The Earth's crust started to fracture along this rift more than 1 billion years ago, and even though the continental plates never completely separated, the forces at play produced some of the oldest and most intriguing geological formations on Earth. The potential for these ancient rocks to advance our knowledge of plate tectonics, the movement of the Earth's lithospheric plates, is among their most intriguing features, comparable to the rifts that ultimately resulted in the creation of new ocean basins, such as the East African Rift or the Red Sea. The North Shore serves as a natural laboratory for researching the rifting process. We can learn more about other active rifts and tectonic zones worldwide by comprehending how the Earth's crust responds to severe stress. Additionally, by predicting natural phenomena like earthquakes and volcanic eruptions, this research may help reduce the likelihood of these natural disasters and provide scientists with useful knowledge. The particular minerals present in the rocks are also being extensively examined by researchers as they carry out their ongoing investigations. These consist of uncommon elements that were probably deposited by volcanic eruptions, such as platinum, nickel, and chromium. These components are important not just for comprehending prehistoric volcanic processes, but also for their current economic importance. The North Shore may be a secret supply of materials needed for contemporary technology, as some of these minerals are utilized in anything from electronics to the production of automobiles. The way these rocks could aid in the hunt for extraterrestrial life, however, is what truly makes them unique. It's possible that the same circumstances that gave rise to life on Earth are replicated in comparable settings on other planets or moons. In order to comprehend how life could have arisen in harsh environments, such as those seen in deep-sea vents or even on other worlds like Mars, scientists are increasingly looking to ancient rocks like those on the North Shore. Researchers might be able to learn more about life in the cosmos by examining the chemical reactions that occurred in these ancient volcanic environments, which would imply that what we see on Earth could not be exclusive to our planet. Furthermore, the North Shore's ancient volcanic rocks continue to be a mystery, even though they provide an intriguing window into the past. Interpreting the intricate relationships between Earth's geological layers is becoming increasingly difficult for scientists as new discoveries are uncovered. The pieces of the puzzle are coming together with every new study, but much more needs to be discovered. To learn more about the mineral makeup of these rocks, scientists plan to use more sophisticated drilling and sampling methods in the upcoming years. This could lead to even more profound understandings of Earth's early geology and show how our planet changed from a molten ball of rock to the habitable planet it is today. We'll probably find even more startling truths buried deep under the rocks of the North Shore as new technology enables more accurate investigation. Once believed to be remnants of a past age, these ancient structures are now turning out to be crucial to comprehending both Earth's past and future. There is still much to learn about the North Shore's geological mysteries, and every new finding advances our quest to uncover the little-known tales of the planet's early history, Minnesota's hidden caves and subterranean secrets. But wait, although Minnesota is well known for its imposing cliffs, crystal-clear lakes, and abundant natural beauty, there is a whole underground world that lies just beneath the surface. Imagine uncovering hidden underground ecosystems, venturing through miles of winding, uncharted corridors, and unlocking mysteries that have been kept hidden for millennia. That's the subterranean world of Minnesota, and scientists are just starting to learn more about it. For instance, consider Forestville State Park's Mystery Cave. With a length of more than 13,000 feet, this is not just any cave. It is the longest in Minnesota. Stalactites and stalagmites are breathtaking formations that visitors can see when touring a portion of the cave. But these fragile mineral forms are just the start. There are crystal-clear underground ponds inside the cave, where the water is always cold and pure, unaffected by sunshine or the pollution of the outside world. These caverns are secluded, pristine places that contain ecosystems entirely distinct from those we find above ground, making them more than just geological wonders. Even more intriguing is the fact that these caverns are home to a wide range of unusual life forms that flourish in the shadows, making them more than just quiet, inert places. For example, creatures that live in caves, such as some blind fish species, crayfish, and even a specific kind of bat, have evolved to survive in total darkness. To survive in such a hostile environment, where food is limited and light never touches the ground, these organisms have developed in amazing ways. To survive in the dark passageways, some creatures have lost their vision, while others have evolved keener senses of touch and smell. However, that is only the beginning. Whether it's a new species or an unexpected geological feature, scientists always find something new when they explore one of Minnesota's caves. Furthermore, the ramifications are extensive. For instance, researchers discovered an underground waterfall in the adjacent Niagara Cave, a stunning hidden feature that had never been recorded before. What additional secrets might lie beneath the surface, just waiting to be discovered? The more scientists delve into Minnesota's caverns, the more they discover about even older rock formations and unique mineral occurrences. Now, take a look at the two new kinds of freshwater mussels that scientists discovered in the Boundary Waters Canoe Area wilderness. These weren't just ordinary mussels either. They are vital to the ecosystem of the area. By removing pollutants from the water, these mussels contribute to the surrounding lake's increased purity. In addition to highlighting the Boundary Waters' richness, this discovery demonstrated how little we currently understand about the ecosystems that inhabit these water systems. Perhaps even more unusual species, or perhaps ones that are in danger of going extinct, could be found in Minnesota's caves as equally concealed life forms. However, biology isn't the only factor. Additionally, Minnesota's caverns provide insight into the state's prehistoric past. The stunning stalactites and stalagmites are among the many cave formations that are hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of years old. The gradual trickle of mineral-rich water formed these formations over millennia, leaving behind what appear to be commonplace limestone deposits, yet closer examination reveals complex, unearthly patterns. Scientists may be able to learn about historical climate conditions from these mineral deposits, which may provide hints about how the Earth's temperature has changed over thousands of years. However, the possibility of making new geological findings in Minnesota's caves is one of its most intriguing features. Ancient environmental conditions can be preserved in caves, which act as natural time capsules. Recently, researchers have started examining the mineral layers found inside caves using methods like isotopic analysis and carbon dating. This enables them to recreate historical environmental conditions, including variations in temperature and atmospheric composition. Researchers may even be able to learn more about pre-Columbian life in the area by using these studies to better understand how early humans interacted with their surroundings. There are undiscovered geological secrets in the caverns themselves. Many of Minnesota's caves are carved into hundreds of millions of years' worth of ancient bedrock, which is part of the wider driftless area, an area that evaded glaciation during the last ice age. These caverns are made of distinctive karst landscapes, in which water has gradually dissolved the limestone to produce complex tunnel networks. Geologists can discover more about the Earth's historical processes, including as tectonic movements, volcanic eruptions, and even how the land has recovered from the weight of glaciers, by examining how these caves arose and how their characteristics have evolved over time. Additionally, scientists are obtaining new tools to investigate deeper and more hazardous areas of these caves as technology advances. Researchers may now explore previously inaccessible locations with the use of drones, ground-penetrating radar, and 3D mapping, collecting data and photos that would have been difficult to obtain just a few decades ago. The accuracy of contemporary technology is enabling researchers to make new discoveries and map and record caves in ways that help protect their fragile ecosystems. There are still large, uncharted areas in some caverns, such as the Mystery Cave, which may provide a variety of surprises. The potential of these caverns as natural laboratories for researching climate change and its effects is also gaining attention. Because subterranean ecosystems are so susceptible to variations in water flow and temperature, they can act as early warning systems, informing scientists of minute alterations that might be taking place in the surrounding environment. Scientists are keeping an eye on how these cave ecosystems react to human activities like mining and farming, as well as seasonal variations like flooding. These ecosystems may provide valuable insights into how climate change is impacting more visible landscapes and aid in the development of conservation plans for these special subterranean habitats. It is becoming increasingly evident that Minnesota's caves are more than just natural wonders. They are living archives of the past of our planet, revealing both new information and unsolved puzzles. Who knows what ancient artifacts, new animals, or geological phenomena might be discovered? We get closer to comprehending the vast hidden world under Minnesota's surface with every new journey into these tunnels. One thing is certain as the hunt goes on: Minnesota's underground realm has a lot more to say than we could ever fathom. The Boundary Waters, a pristine wilderness. Let's now travel even farther north into the Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness, BWCAW, one of Minnesota's most cherished landscapes. The BWCAW, which covers more than 1 million acres and is home to more than 1,000 immaculate lakes, is frequently regarded as the center of Minnesota's untamed splendor. Every year, thousands of paddlers, hikers, and adventurers from all over the world go to this wilderness area, which is a paradise for adventure seekers. Although it is renowned for its untamed natural beauty and peace, scientists use it as a living laboratory to study some of North America's most complex and delicate ecosystems. From distant glistening lakes and winding rivers to dense old woods, the Boundary Waters are home to an extraordinarily varied array of environments. The ecosystems in this untamed wilderness are balanced in ways that make it an important location for scientific study, especially when it comes to biodiversity, water quality, and ecosystem health. Towering pines, thick hardwood woods, and the region's renownedly pure waters, which are virtually untouched by the stringent safeguards in place, can all be found here. You may come across some of Minnesota's most recognizable wildlife, such as wolves, black bears, moose, and the elusive bobcat, when you go into these unexplored waterways. Loons and other waterfowl produce a melancholic symphony across the immaculate lakes, while bald eagles soar majestically over the heavens above. However, the true treasures of the Boundary Waters are frequently concealed just beneath the surface, just waiting to be uncovered by the few naturalists and researchers who dare to explore this isolated region of the state. Indeed, scientists discovered 2 completely new species of freshwater mussels in the Boundary Waters a few years ago, which was a surprising discovery. These discoveries not only broadened the already remarkable number of species that inhabit the area, but they also offered fresh perspectives on the ecosystem's functionality and overall health. Since freshwater mussels are regarded as indicator species, the general condition of the water surrounding them may be reflected in the health of these organisms. because they filter out contaminants and aid in balancing the water's chemical composition. Mussels are essential to preserving the purity of the water. Because of this, they serve a vital role in maintaining the purity and clarity of the lakes and streams that make up the boundary waters, which in turn supports the other plant and animal life that flourishes there. The intriguing thing about these novel mussel species is how they remained unknown for so long in such a well-researched field. The finding demonstrates how much more may be discovered about this extraordinary area. Like other species in the region, the discovered mussels are highly specialized and have developed distinctive environmental adaptations. Scientists think these mussels have evolved unique characteristics to enable them to flourish in the frigid, mineral-rich waters of the boundary waters, which are among the cleanest in the world. It serves as a sobering reminder that there are still undiscovered mysteries in one of the world's most meticulously observed ecosystems. What additional animals or natural features might be hiding in the BWCAW's more isolated areas, just waiting for the ideal opportunity to come to light? Could there be unidentified species here that are better adapted to surviving drastic temperature fluctuations or other environmental changes, given the ongoing effects of climate change on ecosystems around the world? The boundary waters serve as a natural laboratory for researching the general health of aquatic ecosystems in addition to its flora and fauna. How the area's pure, clean waters fit into a much broader watershed that eventually feeds into the Great Lakes is of special interest to scientists. Protecting this special place requires an understanding of the intricate hydrological relationships between the lakes and the boundary waters canoe area wilderness, which are nourished by a complex network of streams, marshes, and groundwater. Teams of researchers have been looking into how nutrients like phosphorus and nitrogen move through the system and how they may eventually affect the quality of the water. Scientists are particularly concerned about the potential effects of land use changes, such logging or recreational activities, on the delicate balance that maintains the lake's purity. However, the focus is not only on natural systems. Human activity and its effects on the boundary waters are also being examined. With thousands of tourists annually, scientists are curious about the potential environmental effects of leisure pursuits like fishing, camping, and canoeing, especially in more heavily populated locations. For example, invasive species pose a serious threat to local ecosystems, such as the zebra mussel. Researchers are continuously keeping an eye on the condition of the water, researching ways to control invasive species and whether human activity is causing the issue. The significance of striking a balance between environmental preservation and human recreation is further highlighted by the introduction of the new mussel species. It's interesting to note that although the majority of research in the boundary waters focuses on its aquatic ecosystems, many studies also look at the land and the animals that calls it home. Every element of the BWCOW ecosystem is essential to the survival of life, from the trees that border its lakes to the rocky outcrops that provide distinctive microhabitats for flora and fauna. Modern methods such as drone technology, GIS mapping, and satellite images are being used by researchers to monitor landscape changes and get a deeper understanding of how these interdependent ecosystems work. For example, researchers may learn a great deal about the health of the entire food chain and how each species fits into the overall ecological puzzle by examining the activities of predators like wolves and bears. Although the boundary waters may appear unaffected, they are nevertheless subject to the difficulties posed by a changing global environment. Researchers are keeping a careful eye on the effects of climate change, especially how the region's fragile balance of life may be impacted by warming temperatures and shifting precipitation patterns. Would rising water temperatures make the problem of invasive species worse? Or how would changing weather patterns impact moose's seasonal migration, which is already impacted by habitat loss and disease? Researchers in the boundary waters are attempting to answer these kinds of issues in order to determine the best ways to safeguard and conserve this special region for coming generations. The Boundary Waters Canoe Area Wilderness continues to be one of the most significant biological areas in North America because of its remote beauty, vibrant ecosystems, and abundance of unknown surprises. From new mussel species to the continuous research of its ecosystems, the findings discovered here continue to highlight how much more we still don't know about this untamed wild region. Furthermore, it's impossible to predict what further mysteries the boundary waters might hold as we continue to investigate its lakes and woods, the Iron Range and the helium discovery. A significant discovery made beneath Minnesota's Iron Range in early 2024 has the potential to transform the world market for helium. At a depth of almost 2,200 feet, scientists discovered a huge helium deposit with concentrations of 12.4%, which is far higher than the commercial threshold. This discovery puts Minnesota in a position to dominate the helium market and provide a remedy for the escalating global scarcity of this essential resource. From cooling rocket engines for space exploration to medical imaging and MRI equipment, helium is crucial for a variety of businesses. However, because the gas is non-renewable and escapes into space once released into the atmosphere, its supply has been decreasing. Because of this, worries regarding its supply have grown, which makes the Minnesota discovery all the more noteworthy. This deposit may offer a steady, long-term supply of helium if sustainable extraction techniques are developed, supporting vital technologies in the aerospace and medical industries. The potential for innovation in the extraction process is what makes this discovery even more noteworthy. Although the majority of helium is now recovered as a byproduct of natural gas production, this process can be both ecologically harmful and energy-intensive. Minnesota might get helium without harming the environment if more environmentally friendly techniques were developed for its extraction from subterranean sources, such as those beneath the Iron Range. The northern villages of Minnesota may benefit from this finding in addition to the immediate economic benefits. The production of helium may provide the Iron Range, which has historically depended on the mining of iron ore, with a new source of income. This discovery could help diversify the region's economy by creating jobs in a number of industries, including extraction technology and environmental monitoring. Furthermore, the study of helium reserves may lead to a better comprehension of the Iron Range's geology. Researchers are eager to find out how the helium got stuck here, and whether there are any other undiscovered reserves in other areas. In addition to ensuring a steady supply of helium, this research could further our understanding of geology and resource management. Minnesota's helium reserves might guarantee the state's place as a key role in the future of technology, medicine, and energy, as the need for helium rises globally, particularly with the increasing significance of high-tech sectors. Eco-friendly farming and climate-resilient agriculture. The need for sustainable farming methods is growing as Minnesota's agricultural landscape changes. New research is assisting farmers in implementing eco-friendly and productive farming practices in response to the growing concern over environmental damage. Crop rotation, for instance, is proving to be more than just a means of increasing crop diversity. They lessen the need for artificial fertilizers and pesticides while also reducing soil erosion, replenishing vital nutrients, and disrupting insect cycles. Farmers are also lowering their need on synthetic nitrogen fertilizers by increasing the soil's natural nitrogen content by rotating crops with legumes. In addition to improving soil health, this approach stops hazardous runoff that could contaminate nearby water supplies. Another important technique that is becoming more popular is cover cropping. Between their main growing seasons, farmers plant crops like rye or clover. These cover crops enhance soil water retention, guard against nutrient loss, and stop soil erosion. Additionally, they establish a refuge for pollinators, which is essential for preserving biodiversity and guaranteeing agricultural pollination in the future. Crops are healthier, and the agricultural system is more resilient when the ecosystem is more diversified. Research is also focusing on regulating the delicate balance between groundwater and farming outside of the fields. Contaminants such as pesticides and nitrates can swiftly infiltrate into groundwater aquifers in regions with high permeability soils, lowering the quality of drinking water. Due of Minnesota's extensive agricultural sector, protecting these water sources through sustainable farming methods is becoming increasingly important. More and more research is examining how methods like precision farming, which applies pesticides and fertilizers more effectively by using data and technology, can lessen the adverse effects on the environment. These environmentally friendly methods are not only enhancing the quality of the water, but also assisting in the fight against climate change. Minnesota farmers are helping to sequester carbon in the soil, which keeps it from escaping into the atmosphere, by encouraging soil health and using fewer synthetic chemicals. These actions are in line with Minnesota's more general environmental objectives, and may be used as a template for other areas dealing with comparable issues. These new methods will undoubtedly influence Minnesota agriculture in the future, but it is also obvious that a dedication to ongoing innovation is necessary to move forward. New developments in sustainable farming as research progresses will contribute to a stable, productive agricultural system for future generations, the preservation of natural resources, and a further reduction of environmental footprints. Finding the ideal balance between high-yield farming and environmental health will be crucial, and Minnesota is setting the standard for environmentally responsible agriculture in this regard. The future of renewable energy in Minnesota. Long renowned for its mineral abundance, Minnesota's Iron Range may soon be crucial to the transition to renewable energy. Researchers are discovering the region's geothermal potential, which might offer a consistent, low-carbon energy source, in addition to its iron resources. Utilizing these subterranean heat sources could benefit nearby towns and businesses by providing a greener substitute for conventional energy sources. The fun doesn't end there, though. Researchers are also looking into the potential for producing hydrogen, a clean, renewable fuel that has the potential to completely transform energy consumption in the ensuing decades. Hydrogen has the potential to take the place of fossil fuels in everything from transportation to industrial processes, when it is generated using renewable electricity. The Iron Range is uniquely positioned to spearhead the development of geothermal and hydrogen energy technologies due to its geological characteristics. Minnesota may enter a new era of clean, sustainable energy, thanks to this combination of cutting-edge research and mineral resources, the next frontier of discovery. Minnesota is a place rich of unsolved mysteries and groundbreaking discoveries, making it more than just a picturesque vacation spot. There are hidden treasures beneath its lakes, forests, and untamed terrain, including resources that could influence the direction of energy in the future, ecosystems flourishing in isolated locations, and old volcanic rocks. For instance, the Iron Range contains more than simply iron. Geothermal energy and renewable hydrogen generation are being investigated by researchers. Both technologies have the potential to make Minnesota a pioneer in sustainable energy, supplying energy to both industries and local communities. This could assist attain energy independence and drastically lessen dependency on fossil fuels. Beyond electricity, new species and habitats are constantly being discovered in Minnesota's cold water streams and caverns. For example, the Boundary Waters recently released new freshwater mussels, enhancing its biodiversity. Crop rotation and less pesticide use are two eco-friendly farming techniques that are enhancing soil health and safeguarding water supplies. Minnesota has shown to be a living laboratory for research with all of these discoveries. The state has a wealth of untapped potential. The future of exploration in Minnesota is brighter than ever. Advances in technology are uncovering hidden landscapes, ancient formations, and untold stories, making the state's uncharted regions more accessible. Which aspect intrigues you most? Its history, geology, or ecosystems? Share your thoughts below. Remember to like, subscribe, and share to stay informed on our latest discoveries.